guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Lauren, and today I'm just doing like a chatty get ready with me because I have like 40 minutes-ish until I have to leave and go do pottery. I'm just gonna do my makeup and chat with you guys. Also, peep my sweater. It's so cute. It's so cold where I'm at and where I go to college right now because it's in the mountains. While I love the mountains, I don't quite love the cold, so I'm like trying to get used to it, but it is difficult. I've always lived where it never snows, like ever. It only snows like once every couple years where I live, so I'm not used to it being super cold and like snowy. But it did snow like a couple times where I'm at for the first time in like years. So got to see some pretty snow, but I did not like the aftermath or the coldness. So, you know, but yeah, so I'm gonna do my brows with the NYX brow glue and just chat. So like I said, I am going to do pottery, sort of. It's not really pottery, it's more so ceramics, and I have a project I have to finish before tomorrow. Today's Monday, tomorrow's Tuesday, and I have the class on Tuesday, Thursdays. And I have to have the project, like mainly like the main sculptures and stuff done before tomorrow, so that they can be fired and stuff. So I have to have that done by tomorrow, so that's why I am going early, because technically on Monday, Wednesday, Friday I don't have class until 2:30. I decided to go early today so that I can get it finished. I could have went this weekend to get it finished, but I decided to go today because I've got more time and I don't need to sit around for hours and hours playing games or, you know, doing other stuff. So I figured it would be productive to go early and just get it done today, a day before it's due. So hopefully I have time to get it done, and if I don't, I'm gonna have to go later and get it finished. Again, after my classes get done, technically my classes get done at 5:15. I have a class at 2:30, from 2:30 to 3:15 I think, and then or 3:45. And then I've got another class from 4 to 5:15. So if I don't get it done this time, I'm gonna have to go after that and see if I can finish it, because I can't not have it done. I don't want to not have it done. I want to have it done so that I can, like, you know, be on par with everyone. So I'm just doing like light makeup because I don't want to do anything crazy. I'm not gonna do foundation or concealer. My foundation and my concealer have been like lately, I'm not even gonna lie, like this is usually my go-to, the e.l.f. Halo Glow and then this CoverGirl concealer, but lately it's been like flaky and maybe look really cakey. Like yesterday I used these together and it looked really bad for some reason. I don't know if it's like my primer, because I used the e.l.f. Mint Melt primer. Maybe it's the primer. Maybe I just don't need to use a primer. I don't know. Or maybe I should just use like a moisturizer, but I don't know. So it's just like really confusing. So I'm not using that today because I don't want to mess up my makeup too much. But I'm just going to go in with my cream bronzer, or cream, whatever. This is the Say Sun Melt bronzer, and I'm just gonna use that to bronze myself up. And so for our project, we had to make like a bunch of tiny little like sculptures on the wheel. They're like maybe that big, and everybody made 20 of them. And then after that, we got a partner. We have to take like 3 different little pieces and put them together into one big sculpture, which is cool. Like, so basically it's like one sculpture from like my partner's, one from mine, one from his, 3 together, put them together to make something. And it is difficult because I feel like I'm not like too creative of a person. I like to, you know, I can't do stuff from memory. So it's just like a little bit hard because I feel like whenever I was putting mine together, and that's what I'm doing today, I have to like finish putting them together. I feel like I'm just stacking them on top of each other or like leaning them or doing something that's probably not very creative. I did make one that kind of looks like a little waterfall or like a little like a little pipe or something. I don't know how to explain it. I am liking the class. I do enjoy pottery. I have air dry clay that I started with before I even started this class, and I did take a pottery class in my high school years, I believe, or it's more an art class and we kind of did pottery, but I am excited for this class. I think this is the only partner assignment that we have, which I'm grateful for. I hate partners, sorry. I just am antisocial and get awkward sometimes. For my blush, I'm using the Say Dew blush. This is the shade Chili, and the bronzer was in the shade medium bronze. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I hate partners. I don't really vibe with them. Not saying that like partners aren't a good thing. I just don't like having partners. Like I said, I am just antisocial. Partners are literally the death of me because if it's not somebody I know, I literally just kind of go silent. Which, I mean, for some people is probably fine, but like, I feel like partners are just so annoying. I just don't like them. But anyways, yeah, so I have to go finish that up. Hopefully I'll finish it up and I don't have to like stay too late today. I really don't want to stay late at all. But if I do, I hope I like only have 1 or 2 left. I can probably skip my first class if I needed to. Actually, because I would rather get this finished than go to my accounting class. I feel like I'm okay in accounting right now. I feel like I kind of understand it, kind of, sort of, maybe. Accounting is very difficult, but I have a good grade in it, so I did good on the 2 quizzes he assigned us. I did good on the first homework. The second homework he hasn't graded yet, so I did good on the first one, though. So I do, and the second one was a little hard, but I, like, once I got it, I understood it, I feel like. So it's like, do I really, like, I do understand, I think, you know? And if I have to skip it, it's okay. I really don't want to skip it, but if I have to, I would rather go to my ceramics and finish my ceramics than go to accounting. So it's my girl logic, you know? And also, I've been breaking out like crazy. I have one coming up here. I had one over here. You can't really see it. Well, you can see it. It's right there. She's still up there. I put a patch on her. She's not going anywhere. And then I had them like on the corner of my mouth here. I think I had them like on top of my lip and stuff. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but like somehow I'm just getting pimples right now for some reason. That was the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Perfector, and light medium is the shade. And then I'm gonna go in with the Care Bears like She Glam, what's it called? Blush. I was a little surprised at the stuff we were doing. Like, I forgot that like ceramics isn't just pottery. Like, it's not just like bowls and stuff. I forgot that it's like actually like pieces and like stuff, which is so fun because at the end of the class we get to keep everything and we can bring it home, and I think that's so fun. And I am excited to kind of decorate with what I make because I just love the look of pottery. It's so cool. It would be so cool to just have like a pottery shop, you know, like a little pottery studio where you could like make your own pottery and like paint pottery if you wanted, and you could like buy lessons, or you can paint pottery like, you know, the shops, but like it's all in one. I'm gonna use this She Glam Jazzy Jigsaw eyeshadow palette, apparently. She's cute. Don't look at yourself. Don't look at yourself in the mirror, okay? Don't you do it. I'm delusional. Also, I don't know what's happening with my hair today. It's like all wavy, curly. It just I woke up like this. My hair is usually pretty straight. So for some reason it's just having a good old time today, just doing whatever it wants. It is so hard, I will say, to make friends in college. And I feel like as you get older, it just gets harder and harder to make friends, which is so sad because 1, I'm an introvert. 2, I used to have a friend group in my freshman year, and then that went to because people are petty and people still think that we're in high school. So, that's why that friend group disappeared. And then I used to have one good friend, but then I that up, and that is my fault. But it's still so hard to make friends, I feel like you either have to be in a sorority or you have to be outgoing, and I'm not outgoing, and I'm not in a sorority. So I legitimately don't have a good I literally live with my fiance and I go to classes. I literally wake up, go to classes, come home, and just do nothing. I genuinely don't know how to make friends. I suck at making friends. I literally just need one friend and then I'm set. I've always been in the one friend is better than 10 mentality. Just because if you have one good friend, you don't really need anybody else, You don't need a whole room full of friends. You just need one good person to be able to just have your back and just hang out, and then nothing else matters. That's always been my mentality. Even in elementary school, I literally only had one friend. Pretty much, I talked to everybody, but I only really had one real friend, which is so, fine. I don't need anything crazy. I just need, because the more friends you have, the more people that are going to be fake. And I don't need fakeness in my life. I don't need it. My resolution this year was to make more friends, be more outgoing, not care what people think, do what you want. I have always been the person that just cares what people think, even in high school, ever since high school, I should say, and middle school, but not as much in middle school. I hadn't, when I went to middle school, I hadn't really, realized that people were judgy. In middle school, my mom got me, my first ever makeup. It was, some blue and purple and, brown eyeshadow, and it was so cute. I was obsessed with it, and so I used it because we had uniforms in my middle school, and the uniforms were blue, purple, and maybe white or something, I don't know. But she got me blue and purple because it matched my uniforms. And so, I wore it to school, and I obviously got bullied for it, and that's why, that's when I started, getting that, consciousness in my head that, oh, people are judgy, oh, people are bullying me, people are judging me, and so I stopped wearing that eyeshadow. I don't remember what I looked like, I don't have any pictures, but, I assume it was pretty bad. But yeah, that, and then high school was when it really, got to me, because people were so mean. Kids are so mean, and it's, unreal. And so, that was my New Year's resolution, was to not care, just be more outgoing. Who cares what people think? Do what you want to do. Wear what you want to wear. Who cares? If I go up to someone and I try to talk to them and they just kind of brush me off, who cares? I care, but I'm going to try not to care, Who cares? I'm literally gonna see them once, and then I'm never gonna see them again if they don't like me, you know? Or if they don't want to hang out. Like, I don't have to see them ever again. If they, like, brush me off, does it really matter if I'm not gonna see them again? No! It doesn't matter. So I don't know why I'm just such an anxious person. Like, I have social anxiety and just, or I'm not gonna say that because I haven't been diagnosed, but I am anxious in social situations. I'll say it like that. And yeah, so like, it is difficult to both, like, it's difficult for me to like present in front of people. It's difficult for me to just like talk to people, like talk to new people. If I don't know someone and like they start talking to me, I get like a little nervous and I'm just like, oh gosh, yeah, okay. And like I can never go up to somebody and start talking. Like the only time I've done that is like to my boss or like to people I know. And even like if I'm like just starting to be friends with someone, I still can't go up to them and be like, hey, like how are you? Just because it's so hard. Mascara, we have two. We have the Rare Beauty one. You can't really see it, but it's Rare Beauty. And then the NARS Climax one. It's a mini. But these are my go-tos. That's why I'm like so scared for my brother to go to like middle school. He starts middle school this year, like this coming school year in the fall. He starts middle school. That's like, he's 11. That's insane. He was literally just like a baby, like yesterday. Oh, I hate time. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I am so scared for him to go to middle school is because kids are so mean. Like, kids are already mean to him in elementary school. Because he is, like, he's a bigger kid, but, like, who cares? It doesn't matter. Like, kids are just the worst sometimes. My mom is dreading it too, I think, so. I hate that, like, and my sister, she is 18, turning 19 in October. That's also crazy. I just turned 21 last year. That's crazy. What the heck? Like, what is happening? And my sister has a boyfriend, long term, I think. I don't know how long they've been dating, but it's pretty long term. Who knows what they're gonna do? I feel like it's so hard for me to have like that sibling bond with them because I'm living on my own, you know? I moved out, sort of, kind of. I didn't really move out. So like at my college, I have to like live on campus for 2 years before I can move into an apartment. So I, like, you know, obviously lived in the dorms for 2 years, and I would go home on like breaks and like for summer, and that was fine, like, because I was home for the summer and I didn't have to, you know, I could still have that little bond with them. But now that I'm like away and I actually have like moved out in my own apartment, it is like hard to have that bond with them because they don't call, I don't call. I literally only see them when I go home, which is not very often. So, you know, it is a little difficult, and I feel like I should say, if I call them, they're not gonna say much, or they're gonna ask why I'm calling, like, what's wrong, you know? So I just, you know, it is difficult because I do miss them. My sister is hung up on her boyfriend, always hanging out with him, so, you know, doesn't have time for anybody else. And then my brother is obsessed with video games, so he's also doesn't have time for anything. So it is just a difficult situation because I'm the older sister, so, you know, it is. I do feel like I have that kind of like responsibility to like be sisterly and, you know, look after them and whatnot, but I like can't, you know. I can't see how they're doing. I can't check in, you know. Oh, well, I can check in, but another thing is, if I do check in, like, at least with my sister, because my brother, I'm not saying he can't be doing bad, but, like, he's still a baby. Not really, but, like, he is. He's my baby brother, so, you know. But if I check in with my sister, she's just gonna be like, oh, no, I'm fine, if she's not, even if she's not okay. Like, she's not gonna tell me she's not okay. She just won't, and that's fine. It is just a hard situation, because I feel like before I moved out, my sister and I were pretty close, and she would come hang out in my room sometimes and just talk to me about anything and everything. And now she literally just works and then goes to her boyfriend's house, which is fine, because I did that at one point too. I don't live there, so it's kind of my own fault, I guess, for moving out, but it's fine. It is what it is. Not much I can do, unless, like, you know, I don't like being pushy about stuff, so, like, I don't really like to seek out stuff. Like, I'll ask people how they're doing, but, like, I'm not gonna be pushy. Okay, I like it. It's cute. She's cute. This is the e.l.f. Stay All Night Micro Fine Setting Mist. So now I'm gonna do my lips. For my lips, I'm gonna put on this Para Rosy Nude Lip Liner, and then I'm just gonna put an e.l.f. Lip oil over it, just to be low maintenance. Also, this is how much I have left in my Para lip liner. How? I thought I'd just, like, I've had it for a while. Look at that color. That's literally just barely, like, it's my favorite ever. And it's so soft. And it's got a little sharpener on the end. It's got everything. e.l.f. lip oil in the shade Rose Envy. I've already went through one of these in the shade Rose Envy. And then I have a brown one. I don't remember the shade, but I have a brown one that's almost empty. And then I have a brand new, like, shimmer one that I have not gotten to use yet, because I'm trying to go through the brown one before I start using the shimmer one. I'm trying to do, you know, Project Pan. I haven't really posted about it, but I probably will post about it on my YouTube once I get, like, enough empties to make a video. I know people do, like, monthly updates sometimes, but, like, I don't go through stuff enough to, you know, make a monthly update. I think that's everything. I hope you enjoyed our chat. I definitely enjoyed it. Hit some topics, some nice topics. And we look cute. So that's all that matters is, oh wow, my glasses are dirty. I enjoyed our little chat. I'm gonna put some jewelry on with you guys really quickly though. So a little jar. I got this at a vintage store and it's so cute, like an antique store, and it's got all of my jewelry in it, literally a ton. Anyways, obviously I'm gonna wear my engagement ring. Duh. I'm obviously taking this stuff off for Pottery too. I'm just wearing it now so that I can put it on after. And I would change my earrings, but my left ear literally has a bump on the back of it, so I'm not changing it until it heals. I'm being smart. I'm just gonna put on jewelry and then I'll show you guys what I put on, I guess. Okay, so necklace is just a 2 necklace from Shein. I have all my jewelry and bracelet. I only have 2 bracelets, but this one's for my grandma. This one I got from, like, a mystery box or something, mystery jewelry box. And then rings. This one's from Shein, I think. It's literally just like a twist. My engagement ring, obviously, so pretty. This one is for my grandma, I believe, too. It's got, like, engravings on the inside. Don't know what that's from. This is from Shein. This is Shein. This is Shein, and then this is for my grandma as well. So, slay. That'll do it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like. And if you want to see more, just let me know. And if you have any suggestions for what you want to see, again, just let me know, you know? So, yeah. Bye, guys. Mwah!